I've heard 5,000 in one place, 10,000 in another. The Medical Bureau has 5,000 dossiers. Here's one that made part of the way. He was approved by the American, well, again, only the clergy, only the bishops can call them Americans. So doctors can say what we want. But they have their last say. That's their word, America. This one got by all the doctors as a fantastic cure, but did not make the bishop cut. And who knows why, but I still think it's a lot of documentation here, so I think you'll find it very interesting to see what can happen someday. This is a man from England. He got wounded in the First World War. He got a bullet right in his armpit, which cut all the nerves. How do we know they cut it? Because he had 5 operations to try to reunite him. They never could reunite him. He said, this arm is useless. This is the Ministry of Pensions. This right arm is useless and will probably remain so. And they wanted to cut his arm off. It will never be any use to you. So then he had trouble with his walking. He had a lot of epilepsy. He had incontinence. So they were going to send him to the Hospital for Incurables. This is in England. But Trainer is a devout Catholic. Many of these are very devout Catholics here. But not all. But it's not necessary to be a devout Catholic. But I think there's something important part of it. So he heard about this pilgrimage from England to Lourdes. That's a long trip from England to Lourdes, all the way down the length of France. They said if a pilgrimage is being organized, you have to have 13 pounds, and a pound is, a figure of finance in England. His wife didn't want him to go, and he finally prayed, and they hocked her jewelry. So what is? And some other things. Now the priest came along. See, but and it's realistic. You can see the realism of it. The priest comes and says, "You'll never make it. You're going to die on the way to Lourdes."
Oh dear.
You're never going to make it. We shouldn't go. I'm going, he says. I've already paid. And he says, the doctor said it would be suicide. Then the priest came back and said, you should not go. I'm going, okay? He missed the first train. It was very confusing because he couldn't walk, so he was on a stretcher. He says, on the train, 3 times they tried to take him off the train. But each time at the town they stopped, there's no hospital, so he had to keep on going. I mean, this is really incredible. You can make a movie on this one. Maybe they have. Then the 3 doctors are coming in here from England, and they keep issuing bulletins as we go along. There's 3 nerves to the arm: the radial, medial, and ulnar. So they're all cut. So you couldn't raise the arm, you couldn't make a fist, you couldn't go dorsiflex his wrist. It was less like that. Plus he had the muscles up here because the nerves up here to the shoulder and muscles and the chest muscles were also damaged actually with this bullet. The pilgrimage remained 6 days at Lourdes. During the time, he was desperately ill. He had several hemorrhages as well as epileptic fits. Nevertheless, he succeeded in being immersed in the baths 9 times. So he was a pretty determined fellow. There was stretcher carriers, I mentioned, the Brand Carters. He was standing outside the bath to go in, and he felt blood came out of his mouth, and they wouldn't want to let him in. He said, I'm going in. He had his good hand on the wheelchair. He said, I'm going in. You're not pulling me away. I'm going in.